A very warm good afternoon to everyone. This is Shruti Anand, journalist at K12 News, and we are back with another interesting session. I'm very pleased being virtually present with Commander VK Banga. Hello, sir. Good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Commander VK Banga is a former principal at the Man School. Sir, as the principal and as an educationist, what do you feel that there have been these changes due to the virtual classes and has affected the life of the students as well as teachers?
First of all, I'd like to thank K12 News on this particular channel giving me this opportunity. At the same time, I'd like to share with you all, I left Man School at end of the May, and now I am there in Gurgaon. Very nice that you are interacting on this particular forum and asking me such questions.
So we are truly honored.
Share with you all my experience that the moment this pandemic is there, I first of all like to salute the teachers, those who are behind this, and they have worked very hard and made this entire thing possible, which has come all of a sudden and unexpected. Where the teachers, parents cooperation and students cooperation, that has worked very nicely and giving a good result to it. Nevertheless, some problems were also faced, such as maybe some parents had the issues of not having the internet facility at home or something. But ultimately, I do appreciate that everybody did manage and came back successfully and now started going through it, and they are now enjoying, which the teachers have made in such a manner that they made them enjoy this learning.
Right, sir. So I truly agree with these points. Teachers and the principals and the educationists as well are the true warriors of this pandemic situation. So moving forward, there has been many challenging roles. There have been many challenges for the teachers as well as the students. So how do you think, what are your views on NEP, the National Education Policy, in respect to the teachers during the pandemic?
Actually, the teachers have got a very major role to play in this entire thing. We can see from this pandemic how they have managed. Means the teacher role was more important than anything else. Now, as far as NEP is concerned, National Education Policy is concerned, they have laid down a separate chapter for it. That is, chapter 5 is there, where they have catered so many good arrangements and facilities for the teachers. That is very required. I think they have gained some experience from this particular point of view also and brought up so many things. But my concern is only unless and until the national curriculum framework is made, how the implementation is taking place, that is more valuable at this point of time. Looking at the motivational level of the students, looking at the motivational level of the, you can say, the teachers and everybody, we must have teachers of that particular capability or ability, those who can take on such things at any point of time. Now here comes the role of teachers in a manner that they should be, when they are going to be recruited at that particular level. That is what has made main purpose in the NEP in chapter 5. Now what they are saying is they are going to have an 4-year integrated course for the teachers. If the teachers are being recruited in the same manner what the B.Ed is being done now, I don't think it will make any change in the teaching pattern. Unless and until we make some sort of arrangements that the selection of teachers for the B.Ed course itself, which is integrated course for 4 years, is done on some criteria. Actually, what do we expect from a teacher? The teacher must have a good professional knowledge, good communication skill, and as well as they must have a patience to listen and understand the students. Unless and until they do that, they really can't teach. So at the entrance level of the B.Ed itself, those teachers should be given opportunity to undergo this particular course who are really taking this profession as a mission and not limiting themselves to only teaching, just for earning bread and butter. It has to be much beyond this. We have to look in a much, much wider manner. Now for this, I suggest, as is being done in the defense forces, that we go for a psychological test.
Okay.
We are going through the service selection board, SSBs. Now there is a set pattern. Patterns are being selected, those patterns are being followed, and the teachers and the service officers are being selected. It has been time tested. On the parallel lines, if you go to either selection of the police, you take it as a simple manner, doctor or engineers, you are making them, giving them this particular course, making them doctors or engineers after going through a test. Not that anybody can become a doctor or anybody can become an engineer. If you are having a specialized test for IAS selection, why not for the teachers?
Absolutely.
Teachers also should have the similar type of test where their skills, that they have a professional knowledge, they have a communication skill, they have a patience, they are passion for this particular education. Only those teachers should be given a chance to undergo this B.Ed course itself. Otherwise, it will not give any full result. This is just my opinion. When the framework is being worked out, I am sure these things will be catered in all respect, and only then it will give us a good result.
Absolutely, sir. Very well said. If there would be some entry barriers, there would be obviously a very, I would say, qualified and deserving people who would be leading the nation of the students forward. I totally agree with it, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Sir, the NEP has also given the students an option to select any subject. How will it help the students to select their career, as we are speaking and making suggestions to the NEP? What are your suggestions on this?
Now, as I was telling for the teachers that they should have this particular skill to teach on the parallel lines, when the students are actually studying, this system which has come up again in the NEP, that is 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. Now here comes the issue how the students are being monitored right from the word go.
Okay.
There is no problem. Anybody, they are coming up as a natural manner. But from 6th to class 8th onwards, when the moment they enter, there all the skills should be checked. Let them do their best where in whichever field they are good. Somebody is good in art, somebody is good in music, somebody is good in studies, somebody is good in some other field, somebody is good at sports. Why not? We should have some method we've specifically laid down in the NCF.
Okay.
How these checks will be done at all stages. And teachers should be that much capable to analyze these particular field where the skill of the student is good. After that, when they come to 9th to 10th, I think that is a time when some sort of a framework can be made where not only students, your parents should be involved. The reason being, in our Indian culture, I'll not hesitate in saying, the students come under the pressure of parents, and as well as they come under the peer pressure.
Absolutely, sir.
Come under pressure, they think, yeah, because my friend is going there, so I'm supposed to go there. Because my father or mother said so, I'm supposed to become a doctor, engineer, or an advocate or something else. I should do that only. What is individual's capability, student doesn't know. So that is the time from class 9 to 10, they should be career counselors in the school. They should interact with the students. They should do the needful assessments and guide the parents and students both. When they come to class 11th and 12th, they should be given a proper subject. This is a very good part which has come up in the NEP, that students can select now any subjects. Yes, we should take advantage of this, give them, guide them. These are the options available with you under your choices. Whichever you want, you can select. Not that anyone. That anyone should not be confused with, they should be rather given an opportunity. These are the good skills in you. As per that, these are the suitable subjects for you. Select from these. There should be some mechanism which can be done, and there can be only again, I will say, a psychological test. Because this psychology has developed is a very good science. There is no doubt about it. And we should take advantage of this. And the more number of good career counselors, good number of teachers, those who are trained in this, and the counselors in the school itself, they are going to play a key role in a time to come. And we must take advantage of this entire thing and make a mechanism to guide the students right from the word go. I think it will give a very good result.
Absolutely, sir. I totally agree with it that lately we have been observing this, that the students are more in the influence of the peer pressure to maintain that social group of their own. They are going in the fields that is not of their interest. So absolutely agreed with this point, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, sir, moving forward, as of course you are from the defense background, and there are some basics that we learn. For example, the discipline part, the punctuality part that we learn in the schools. For example, be in the proper uniform, or we have to attend the assembly, we have to maintain particular rules, and that is how we learn discipline. So, sir, what are your points and what are the suggestions as now the virtual classes are going on? It is quite a difficult task for the schools to maintain all these factors, for example, discipline, socializing, and punctuality. What are your views on it, sir?
Thank you very much for asking for this particular question. I think being from the defense background, I will not hesitate in saying, yes, it is discipline is an integral part of the defense forces, no doubt regular and punctuality and all these factors are definitely part of the defense. And to be more honest, how we start our training, basic training, I'll give you an example. We start our basic training from the right march pass. People say, what do you learn from the march pass? Let me tell you one part. March pass is simply not moving left and right. It gives a teamwork.
Right, sir.
So a coordination between the mind and the hands. And also simultaneously, you have to coordinate with the person who is right in front of you. So your mental balance, your physical balance, your alertness, your accuracy, everything starts from there. The march past is not a only simple march past. It is teaching you so much. Now, from here, the discipline starts coming in. Not only that, for example, if I say make the NCC compulsory in class 9th and 10th, why not? It is going to give you a very good disciplined area in all the schools. The government may say it requires a lot of funds. Yes, 6% of GDP has been catered for it. Why not? Give a particular chance. And once the discipline comes in the coming generation, I'll say more than 50% of the problem will be solved there only. Then after that, in the NCC, people go for the camp activity, they go for the adventure activity and participate in sports and other fields. Automatically, discipline is indirectly taught and they definitely gain in all respect. So these are the activities which will give you the discipline. NCC can do it very easily. If possible, I will not hesitate in saying, okay, private schools generally are not supported by the government. Give them an option first. Have the NCC without being funded by anybody else. Doesn't make a difference. That many heads can be made and they can be easily guided and the schools can have the NCC activity with them. Maximum they will be requiring a couple of uniform pairs. I think all the parents will not hesitate in getting that part and volunteering that my child should join as part of NCC.
Sir, very well said, and absolutely. Without, I myself agree with this, and I believe I have learned some part of it from you itself, sir. Because without discipline, one's life could not be in a very successful manner. When it comes to success, discipline is a very major part of it. And all the points that you have suggested, I hope that our viewers will pay an attention to it and will follow it. So that is all from my end. And sir, I would like to thank you on behalf of K12 News for your contribution to K12 Talks 2020. We are truly honored with your presence, sir.
Thank you very much. I do thank to K12 News. Wish all the best. And I'm sure the views shared by you are my personal views. And the moment somebody hears it, likes it, it may yield some results, positive results. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. And to all our viewers, do remember you are not alone. We are all together in this pandemic situation. The K-12 community is standing with you. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be right back with another session. Thank you. This is Shruti Anand, present with Commander VK Banga. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.